Oh, you woke your dumb ass up. All right, good.
You're waiting 3 minutes on your ass.
Hey, hey, that's how I usually go. Hey, Raider Nation, how you guys doing? This the post-game show, and that was a shit show out there for overtime. And I'm just gonna say this right here. The offense moved great with Mariota. That's one. That's a positive note I'm going to get out there. Two, all we ask for the defense is cover and, stop the run. I mean, they stopped the run for the most part, but God, they couldn't cover worse shit. They look horrendous out there. They look fucking disgusting out there. You call yourself corners, professional football players, you look like shit.
And have the nerve to be on social media.
No, Phil, I'm coming at him. I'm sorry, Phil. I don't mean to cut you off, but he pissed me off. Keyshawn Nixon, you need to shut the fuck up. You know what? You had the nerve to come out here and say, oh, you guys don't know how it is about being a corner in the NFL. You got your ass dug out by Hunter Henry. Oh, it's like that tonight. Damn. Two, you got your ass beat deep. So you gave up the first score and you gave up basically the last score. John, they always going to get away with some bullshit with us, but I'm going to be real. All you had to do was cover one guy and you still in your fucking back pedal. First off, y'all motherfucking, I'm going to say this. Y'all motherfuckers that be supposed to be watching film and shit, y'all motherfuckers need to get off of fucking PlayStation. Y'all motherfuckers like, hey, who's on Call of Duty? Who's on Fortnite? Who's on Madden? Trash. Trayvon Mullen, I don't know what the hell happened to him tonight, bro. I don't know what happened to him.
One of them games.
I hate to say it, bro. The one guy that looked pretty decent out there in the secondary was the guy you picked up last week, and we thought he was going to be trash. Worley in the game.
Yep.
Worley, Daryl Worley, he literally tried to keep the guys in the game.
Did his best.
Bro, it's frustrating. And I got some words for John Gruden, bro. What kind of conservative shit was that on overtime right there in the red zone? What the fuck was that?
I mean, you're talking about overtime. I can go all the way to the second drive with Mariota. Your quarterback comes out on fire, goes 100%, throwing the ball, is running for first downs, making plays with his legs. And you start handing the football off, you start taking it back to 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Bro, it was almost like he was trying to handicap him.
Hold him back.
Bro, I'm going to be real here. Mariota looked good.
He had a couple bad passes. He wasn't perfect, but
that's what happened when you haven't thrown since week 6 in a game.
And I was just getting ready to say, I was for somebody who's not taking the majority of the reps or working with any of the wide receivers during practice, especially during these weeks, for him to come out and put out that type of performance, it says a lot about what his potential could be.
And you didn't even have Mariota out there. Mariota got hurt with a concussion, and you're stuck with Aguilar, Edwards, and Zay Jones. In my opinion, I mean, yeah, that ball went behind him, but he could have got both hands on it. I've seen Zay Jones do it before, but the fact of the matter is, I tell you one thing, Mariota did. He made sure that wasn't no damn pick six.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
rode his back like, not today, bitch.
Fought off a block and chased him down.
Yeah, bro. Gruden's offense today looked like ass. Like, I'm gonna be real here. I'm gonna say this: the hammer came down last week with Mark Davis diving down on Gruden and Mayock to get rid of Gunther. Mark Davis cannot have a shitty record in Vegas. So you have to finish 9-7 to finish off the season, because the way it's looking, you're almost looking like last season. If last season happens, like you go 7-9 again, you need to get rid of the coach. You need to get rid of Mayock. You need to get rid of a handful of folks, and you need to go with something clean. Because this shit ain't the answer.
Nope.
It just isn't. You know, I know everybody wanted to crown Mayock and shit, but I'm going to be real, bro. Ain't nobody been performing that he's brought in. Even with free agency. Motherfuckers are playing soft. Motherfuckers are not playing smart football. You can't have two of those negatives. But in this case, Raider Nation, the Raiders have that. And you're just scratching your head like, well, how come that's going on there and that's going on there? No. It don't matter if everybody's hurt. You're supposed to be bringing in guys that can be the next person step the fuck up. Everybody's not playing smart football. Because I'm going to tell you this, man. Those penalties that Mullen got caught up in cost us too many third downs.
Too many opportunities to get off the field.
Nixon should keep his mouth shut for the rest of the year.
And be thankful he still has a job.
Because I'm going to tell you this. I don't give a damn. Raider Nation about to light his timeline up, and it's going to be hilarious.
He's going to have to delete his account. That he ain't going to be able to block everybody.
Jonathan Hankins inside like this. Hold up. First off, and I'm going to come at Marinelli. Why the fuck did you keep Kendall Vickers in at D tackle? Why? Why was Mo Hurst once again being limited out there? I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm getting sick of it. Hurst was getting through, got pressure. I see him making the stop right there. And then all of a sudden we're looking at, oh, well, why's Vickers in there? Vickers ain't doing shit but standing the fuck up and playing patty cake. I could give two shits about Nixon.
None.
Shit. What he need to worry about is why his game is trash.
Why it is he getting beat off the line so bad, looking like a punk, doing all that loud talking about how nobody can do what he does, and yet when you look at what he does, it's giving up the game, getting burned deep.
Hey, that's what y'all can do, Raider Nation. Where is Max Crosby? Y'all need to get one of them big ass milk cartons and put a little "Where's Max Crosby at?" You know what? I'll do it.
Max is a kidnapping victim. You know, the way he be getting hemmed up on them edges.
Hey, look, you know the one thing I haven't seen from Max lately? Don't worry, Raider Nation. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Every fucking week we lose. Don't worry. We'll be back.
Still waiting.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I think Max needs to just be a 2-down DN. That's what I think.
Which two?
Second and third.
Purely passing situation.
So I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna educate some of y'all. If you ever played D-line, I'm gonna tell you something. Crosby's getting hooked and caught up inside. You know what you do when a motherfuckers continue to do that shit? You hit that motherfucker right in his stomach.
Right in the gut, huh?
Bruh, hit that motherfucker. Bruh. And you know what's funny? Buckner used to teach some shit like that.
Yeah, he did.
Hit a motherfucker in the stomach and they'll let you go.
Yep.
You hook, they want to hook you, go right at them and just boom, right up in the stomach. I'm going to tell you this, they're going to stop. They're going to stop. I'm going to tell you this, I feel like maybe Gruden might be done, bro.
Done?
I'm going to say it. I think maybe John Gruden is outthinking himself. Maybe John Gruden just can't handle it. Because this shit ain't it, bro.
I definitely have a problem with his conservative nature and the wrong types of.
I mean, bro, it's every game at the wrong time.
It really is, because this was overtime. You got the ball on the 2-yard line. You know, Herm Edwards said it best. You play to win the game.
What's the one thing Mariota been doing all game? Now, hold up. Mariota had a total of what? 300 all-purpose yards?
I believe so. 200 plus passing and almost 100 on the ground.
So my whole thing is this. Why didn't you give him the fucking ball to run it in?
Or get at least an RPO.
And the thing about it, you run something similar. Stop sending why are you sending the line all the way to the right-hand side of the field? You know what I would have did on that fucking play? I would have bootlegged to the left.
I would, or at least have the 2 tight ends on the edge crisscross.
That was so stupid.
And then throw to the fullback.
But I'm gonna be real here. You know, I mean, like, yeah, my fucking moment of being pissed off is definitely with the defense. But I'm gonna be real here. I say fuck it. Go on and leave Mariota in for the rest of the season.
Well, Carr won't be back next week, not with a groin injury.
Nah.
So you only got what 2 weeks left, 2.5 weeks left. He wasn't gonna be back before then either.
I don't know if that Vagisil gonna work right away for him, but you know.
Hey, boy pulled up lame real. That looked bad.
Oh, my Vagisil.
Oh, my dick. Oh, my dick. Oh, God, it hurts. It hurts.
Hey, bruh.
You know, no. Hold on.
No. I'm gonna say. Let me get this on my chest real quick. Mamba mentality. Oh, blood pressure's fine, bruh. I went to the doctor this week. He said blood pressure's good. I can get angry, and I know how to bring it right on down, bruh. I got some scotch right there in the office. But Mamba mentality. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not Mamba mentality. That was something else. Because
anyway,
as I recall with Kobe, he played with a groin. Got that shit rubbed out and came back in.
Yeah, he did. I do remember that.
I ain't seen Kobe play with groin injuries and everything. And still whoop a motherfucker's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm going to be real here. Just looking at how Mariota just threw those passes, like, right, it just landed right in the basket. Damn. Woo.
That throw to Mo Waller was beautiful.
Beautiful.
They don't get too much better than that.
No.
There were a couple that he'd like to have back, which I'm sure happens to every quarterback during the game. But
yeah,
watching him scramble, keep the plays alive, and know that. And we've been sitting here screaming for Carr to use his legs more, screaming that every time they ran that read option, the pull was there and he never ran. Well, look, Mariota pulled it often and looked like Lamar Jackson out there. I can't wait to see what Mariota is going to look like next week, starting with a full week of practice at his belt.
Paul's right here, but the refs been against us all season, and
no, this was bad. They may have been against us all season long, but this was bad. Now the league talks about player safety. And it's one thing to flag a team for some tic-tac penalties, but the hits that they allowed on the Raiders without throwing the flag, the hit that about Renfro, all of the hits, that delayed hits, the hits to the head, all the holding that never gets called on them, on the other team. Some of this is is reflective on player safety and the injuries that we're mounting up when guys can just do whatever they want to and not get penalized for it. That's just not cool. And that's not safe. And for a league that's putting out all this energy and all of this above about player safety, once again demonstrates that they don't care about the Raiders.
Nope. Whew, man, I tell you, bro. I tell you. I'm just fucking. Oh, Teran, Mr. Rodriguez, he did it.
Let me see.
I'm missing Max Crumble. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm going to steal this from you and tweet this out. Oh. Oh, man, I tell you. Look, at the end of the day, these guys are supposed to come out and do a job. Whether your week was short, whether it was you had a full 5 days, didn't matter. You were supposed to come out here and win this game. You can't win against a 4-9 team. That's pathetic. Just pathetic, man. You know, I just I don't know what to say.
There's a lot of things that need to be said, but the reality is that there's not much that's going to be able to happen at this point in the year.
Yeah.
There's now a 500. They're now a 500 team.
Yeah.
They're playing without half of their starters on defense. The guys that they do have out there are either getting burned all over the place or having the absolute worst day of their lives. You saw the last helmet to helmet call on Kwiatkowski. They let Hunter Renfro go out on a concussion, but Justin Herbert, who's about 3 times Renfro's size, gets that call. You saw, I don't know if you saw the defender that took the dive at Mariota after he slid with that call. All of these penalties that are supposed to protect players didn't get called. And the Chargers got free shots on the Raiders all night long. But it's not all on the refs. I'm not going to blame the refs. Like you said earlier, I blame the coach. Because you have got to be aggressive. You have got to go out there and coach the game like you want to win the fucking game. You don't go out in overtime and play for a fucking field goal when you're on the 3-yard line. What are you thinking?
Man, I tell you, bro. I tell you. It's just sad and pathetic, bro. Sad and fucking pathetic. If you're gonna clean house, let's just say, Mark Davis says, "I have enough. I had enough." And he talking over John, like, we can do it two ways. You can take the fire. You can walk off and say that, if I wasn't able to produce what? Didn't he say within 3 years?
Some amount of time. I forgot what exactly it is, and nobody's still to this day, 3 years in, nobody's seen the actual.
I'm actually going to bring this up right now.
Now, for Bill Musgrave, no, Bill Musgrave does not need to come back.
Nah, he's at Cal.
Yeah, you want to see Bill Musgrave again? Watch Cal.
Okay, I think I got it right here. We'll make sure. I want to see if he said in did he say what, 3 years or what? I'm looking at this.
It doesn't sound familiar. I do believe it was either 3 or 4. It was definitely by 4, but I think it may be 3 too.
I gotta feel. Yeah, I think it was about 3 or 4 years. It's just frustrating, man. Cause I'm just like, that game was in your hands, and you called. First off, even if the pass had worked to Ingold, it still was short.
It honestly was behind the line of scrimmage. Not only was it short, you didn't even gain anything.
So there's that.
And there is an out in Gruden's contract. Now, where it is exactly, nobody has been able to confirm it, because
I think that's within 2021.
It's either 21 or 22 is what my understanding was.
Like I said, it's sad and pathetic. And
the other thing is that you have to take into consideration is I believe this was also the last year that Mark Davis was paying Jack Del Rio on that contract extension that he gave him.
Yeah, this would have been the end of the last year, because it was a
3-year extension.
It was 3 years extension. Yeah. So
3 years, 18.
Now here's the funny thing. That's why I hate when I hear David Carr's mouth on NFL Network. This fucker is a jinx. When he came last year, said that the Raiders going to win that game and that game and that game. We went 1-5. Fast forward to the other day, Raiders are going to come out and win that game and that game. They're going to lose that game, but they're going to win the rest of these games. This motherfucker had us going 5-1.
Not fast, my friend.
Bro, I swear, bro. I need him gone. I need him gone, bro. I just need him gone.
Well,
bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Is Mayock really the answer at GM?
So, in order to answer that question, you have to take a look at the guy that he's replacing. In 3 years, Reggie McKenzie was the executive of the year and had put together a playoff roster from absolute nothing. So not only that, but if you take a look at this roster, with the exception of Darren Waller, every player, all of the remaining top players are from Reggie's regime. Carl, Jackson, Hudson, Nicholas Morrow,
Denzel Good.
Eric Harris, the starter.
It's fun. No, those.
All of them.
I look at our safety, and I'm just like, Jonathan Abram. Basically, Raider Nation, I'm going to say this shit. Get ready to do your mock draft and see what's the best one is best. Because the Raiders need a safety. They need somebody to plug that D line. They need an edge rusher as well. Raiders are going to also have to grab another linebacker. Raiders are just going to have to grab, another corner maybe. That's pretty much it. So basically, the draft's going to be all defense.
If you're not going to spend the capital on free agency, you need to draft them. And you need to draft better. And more importantly, you need to remember that nice guys finish last. So quit drafting character guys and draft guys who can get it done. Now,
Right.
I'm all for not drafting women abusers and child beaters. Got no problem with that. But the rest of these guys who got some issues, whose background's been a little spotty, you need some dogs on this team. You need some guys that when the chips are falling, that are going to get the job done, are going to be the last guy standing. When you draft these character guys, that's not what you're drafting.
And do you get mad at Mariota? I mean, excuse me, not Mariota, Marinelli. My apologies. Are you pissed with Marinelli? Or you just say like, well, he had a short week, was able to fix the run defense, but didn't have time to fix the pass defense because every damn secondary player was out.
And so it's like this. That you would have to give them an incomplete because you had a quarterback who's played well all season long, and they came out there and they gave without like I said, half their starters. They made a game of it. They came up with crucial stops when they needed to, and they also gave up big plays when they couldn't afford to. But you're looking at guys where 5 out of the 11 shouldn't even be on the field. It's when you go into a fight against the heavyweight against Mike Tyson, and you got a hand tied behind your back, it's probably not going to end well for you. No. Even still with that, with Herbert playing at a Pro Bowl level, they still took it to overtime and had a shot to win the game. We knew that this defense was not about to be the 85 Bears or the 2000 Ravens. To sit here and act like they were is just silly. Can we expect to get better out of this defense? We damn sure should be able to. We should be able to see our defense get some stops and win a ball game for us. But when you regardless of no excuses or not, because if you're a professional athlete, you should be able to do your damn job. You should be able to relish every opportunity that you get. I believe what the last person I heard say that was Tom Brady to Peyton Manning, the former number one overall pick to damn near the last guy picked in the draft in the bottom of the 6th round. Both of them are the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It doesn't matter where you get drafted. It matters what you do with your opportunities. And these guys are killing their opportunities.
Yeah, man. Somebody's got to go. Somebody needs to go now.
And you can't put that in for Gruden. For Gruden, you can't put that on the offensive coordinator because he wasn't there.
I mean, does he really call the plays? Or is it Gruden?
Or would he at least have been one to argue for an opportunity to go out there and win the game when Gruden's conservatism is slowing everything down to a crawl?
Oh, this is pretty. I'm just gonna read this whole damn presser. Well, Gruden said with Carr status, he doesn't believe it's a tear. Gruden said 4th and 5 was too far to go for a touchdown in overtime. Hold the fuck up. Timeout. You mean that you had a 4th and 5 with Mariota early in that game, or 4th and 3, whatever, shit, 2 yards difference.
They weren't on the 5. They weren't on the 5.
No, 4th and 5.
No, I'm talking about when they were in overtime when they were on the 3. That wasn't. He's talking about 4th and 5 was too far to go for it. That was an incomplete pass.
Well, overall, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You put the hands of the game in Mariota's hands. Mariota took care of business each time. Mariota got you a first down. Mariota ran over 2 fucking defenders and shit to get a first down. So why the fuck would anything tell me that he can't do it now?
Beast mode in the Super Bowl. Not quite at the 1. But you when you go away from the hot hand, that's what happens.
As far as the last 2 defensive plays of the first half, Gruden said players blew cover 2 zone coverage. It's been a problem in past years, and it's hard to admit it again. Why is it a problem? Well, oh yeah, your best friend didn't know how to teach it. That's 1. 2, some of these guys are not made for cover 2. They're just made to be cover 3, or maybe they just made to be man to man. Some of them are not just bright enough to cover it. But the fact of the matter is, your backup looked better than your starter at quarterback. Your defense is still a problem, and am I going to throw all the blame on Marinelli? No. It's the players, bro. I can't throw all that on Marinelli, who just stepped in with the shortest fucking week.
3 days. 3 days.
So.
And then I believe they can't practice till Wednesday anyway, so really it was 1.
Yeah, we know these referees are shit. They give no fucks about us. If Mark Davis and maybe Mayock or maybe fucking John Gruden speaks up a little bit louder at these owners and coaches meetings coming up. Oh, I don't know. Said the committee is fucking up.
Getting your players injured.
You have so much video evidence to prove that these refs have fucked up about 85% of the games this year for your team.
Get one of those thank yous.
We're sorry, and we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. That ain't enough, bro.
And it continues to happen.
And these other committees ain't going to do shit because it ain't affecting them.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, you ain't got to tell me, man. Kraft, Kansas City on one of these committees too, man. Shit.
All your teams that continue to win. Funny how that works.
Yeah. It's so much you can probably do to them, and it still don't even help. I almost got into one of the refs on their committee, on the recruiting committee.
Wow.
About that shit. And I threw the fucking evidence at his face. I said, look, man, y'all got to do something better than what you're doing now. But I need to make sure I don't step on anybody's toes or,
give them too much of the unfiltered truth.
Yeah, sometimes I might not be able to cover a Super Bowl. But fact is this: Raiders, we can have any problem with the ref, but defense, you gotta do your job. You gotta do your job on defense. Keyshawn Nixon ran his fucking mouth all week, and he looked like trash today. Trayvon Mullen could not cover a man to save his fucking life. Penalty after penalty after penalty after penalty on him. You know what the one thing the Raiders fucked up on in this game today? Not covering the middle of the field. Wow.
A lot of that was sitting in the soft spot of the defense.
Man, Phil, I'm just so irritated and frustrated. I'm done. I'm done. The defense is trash. And that's all they are. They are trash. They are not professionals. They cannot go toe-to-toe with other receivers when it matters the most. They look like they were a fucking JV team out there going up against a varsity. That's sad. You struggled in overtime to get your fucking 8th win of the season. You could have been 8-6. You could have probably be 9-6 next week. Then 10-6. No, that's not the case. Because you can't finish. Your pull-out game is weak as shit.
Wow.
Pathetic. They're sad and pathetic. This defense is so bad that the Texas football team that had the whole all the deaf players would probably beat the shit out of this defense here. All I can say is I better not see none of these fools on Twitter running their mouth or giving some bullshit excuse. That's all I got to say. And Keyshawn Nixon, that motherfucker's washed. Other than that, Phil, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm going to take me a shot and call it a night.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, brother. Thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. Once again, the Raiders fall. And the playoffs are pretty much gonzo. Mariota looked great. Defense is ass and trash. I'm Phil Robinson. He's Phil Jones. And this is the Unfiltered Truth.
Hey, you can find us on Twitter, Phil Jones NFL and Phil Robinson III on Twitter. Y'all take care. God bless. And try to enjoy the rest of your night and try to enjoy your weekend. It's going to feel weird not having football on Sunday for us.
It's all right to watch them lose.
That ain't going to help.
It won't hurt either.
Hey, how about this? Y'all call out Keyshawn Nixon and say, play me in Madden because you're trash.
And tell him how hard it looked getting burned. I think I could do that too.
You know what? I challenge Keyshawn Nixon to Madden. I'm going to be your daddy. I'll take care.
In the park against him because he looks like you could burn him too.
All right, we out.